Sean, sour end to what had been a really good week. Give us your thoughts on today's game.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. We stepped on during the week, last weekend and the week, midweek, against a good side in Villa. Two very strong performances, the whole feel of the performances. We started brightly enough. We conceded a poor set-piece goal, a soft one from our point of view. Continue to ask questions, but the killer edge that you need, the killer instinct to finish games off is the thing that we're missing. We've created lots of chances again today. People driving in the box with that body language, that instinct score goals. We've just seen it away from home, and yet today we went away from that. And no, I must give credit to them, and that's what they've been doing. They've been working hard. They get the ball forward. They're not bothered about styles. They just get the ball forward, constantly work hard, work off set pieces, and they did that well today. So credit for them to doing that. We told the players they knew to deal with that and then play our own way and be productive. Of course, we did play our own well. We dominated the game with the ball, but you've got to take chances. You can't keep creating this many chances at home and not take them.
Particularly on that, it was 5 attempts inside 15 minutes, similar to other home games. We weren't able to score, or you'd probably say sustain that pressure throughout the game. Why do you think that is, and is that a big frustration that you've just been alluded to now?
Well, the weird thing about football, we sustained it statistically, but stats don't win games. At the end of the day, the scoreline's what's key. Working in both boxes. Can't just be one box, you've got to work in both. And that's the bit that I've been challenging the players with constantly since I got here. The biggest frustration for me is we started so strongly last week with a great result and a deserved win. Another one on Wednesday. This is a great opportunity today to go and step on and play with their shoulders back. The confidence of the crowd were amazing. The crowd are waiting. They're going, go on then, lads. And we just go a bit flat and a bit kind of toothless. And then I go, what's that all about? And that drives me mad, to be perfectly honest.
We talk a lot about the attack, or we have done in recent months, or a lot of the time since you've come here, but shutting teams out seems to be a little bit of a problem at the moment, and has been for much of the season. How do you think we can rectify that, especially with two frustrating set-piece goals today?
Constant work on the training ground, constant analysis, constantly explaining to the players the details. Every detail counts.
The change at the break, Garner, Harrison, was that just tactical?
Yeah, trying. I mean, we didn't get the width that we were after in the first half. What we designed the game plan on. We wanted to change that. Jack looked really sharp in the week. So just a tactical change.
And how did you feel Beto and Calvert-Lewin work together?
Well, I'd hoped for more coming forwards, but they haven't done that much work together. Obviously, it was a risk and reward scenario going to Villa and playing the two up front to see how that worked. In the real thing, you can work in training. It's not the same as when you're out there. But they've got to learn to play as a two, and that takes time, of course. Sometimes it just clicks, sometimes it doesn't. But both offering a different way of trying to affect the game today. Didn't quite work for us today, but they've still got chances. Beto had a chance. He had two chances, actually. Dom's still in and around it. Nick's another goal. You want that, of course, but we've got to come to the table with more players who want to score a goal. And for whatever reason, away from home, we looked so free last weekend. We looked so free on Wednesday, creating chances, looking to score goals. The body language, the intent, the desire. And then today, it just doesn't quite look the same. And that's a big challenge, because I spoke again about changing the story. We're the ones that change the story, but we seem to be waiting for someone else to change the story, and it drives me mad, as I said.
I think throughout the week, you've been keen to taper the hysteria, or the feel-good factor, shall we say, from two big wins. So how important is it that the mood doesn't get too low on the back of this? Because collectively, it has been a strong week. It's just a disappointing end, isn't it, to that week?
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. The performances have been there. And it's not a terrible performance today. You look at the stats, it's a dominant performance in so many ways. But, that it's a team mentality. It's a killer instinct that teams have. Doing all the hard yards, doing all the details in a game. And when we just come away from that, we don't look as potent, we don't look as strong. There's a body language, there's an authority you play with. And I was really looking forward to today, really was, because I thought these two results in the week, shoulders back, Goodison crowd, go and play with freedom, go and explore what it is, to enjoy that right that you earn from winning games. And we just huffed and puffed in some moments, but not enough moments, and that's what we're trying to change. When I talk about changing the story, it's the whole package of that, changing that mentality. And we had a great opportunity today. Another one will come along next week, of course. But it's always like one step forward, two back, rather than two step forward, one back. One two step forward, one back, you sometimes take it. But we've got to do more than that. And that's us for change story. I can't exaggerate it enough, because it needs exaggerating. This story's been here for 2 years. I've mentioned it all the time. We've got a chance to change it. We've shown signs last week. We've shown signs during the week. Today was another great chance for us to go on then. And the whole feel, the whole story changes. Alas, we don't. And then we're back again, going to, the next one's the most important one. And going, they're all important. Shouldn't have to constantly be looking at that.
Yeah. With all that in mind, then, are you pleased that you're back at Goodison next week, irrespective of the opposition? Just that chance to, in front of the Goodison crowd, get that win that you're talking about?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's fantastic here. The crowd have been amazing. They get disgruntled at the end, rightly so, because they've seen a team once again dominate proceedings, not do it right at one end, and not do it right at the other end. And yet, away from home, they're seeing a team look different. It's hard to explain. It's a look, it's a feel, it's an intent that you look at these players now. They're going about their business. Not the middle of the pitch, not the good stuff that most players in the Premier League should be able to do. Both boxes, that killer edge in both boxes. That's the frustration for me. But no, we want to be playing here. We want to be giving these fans goals. We want to give them wins. That's what we've got to change the mentality of, because it just looks a bit like, waiting for someone else to do it, I call it. Waiting for, all rightness. All rightness gets you nothing in football. We've got to change that mentality.